Itu arti kita ni berlaku. Okey. So saya akan unmute. Pelan-pelan ni. Oh, okey. Okay, please.
Okay. Salam sejahtera, selamat petang kepada semua. My name is Esther Chong daripada AMD Solutions. Saya product specialist di AMD Solutions. So, I share screen dulu. Okay, dapat nampak? Boleh nampak saya punya screen?
Boleh.
Okay. Okay, today I'll be presenting about SWILAB Alpha Plus, which is a 3-part hematology analyzer. So, okay, my content for this presentation is introduction to complete blood count, test principle of SWILAB Alpha Plus, an introduction to SWILAB Alpha Plus, and why SWILAB Alpha Plus, and operation of the SWILAB Alpha Plus analyzer, and lastly, competitor information compared with SWILAB Alpha Plus. So first, what is complete blood count? Complete blood count is the world's most famous laboratory diagnostic test where blood sample is taken and will be put for analysis, and the result will be released within a minute, which is a complete blood count results. So it gives an overall health status, and it also tests for 16 to 26 different blood parameters for a complete blood count. And it's also used for a screening parameter for many diseases such as anemia or infection. So a bit of introduction of complete blood count, where a complete blood count has 2 different parts, focusing on 3-part differential and 5-part differential. So 3-part differential is granulocytes, lymphocytes, and mid cells. And 5-part differential is neutrophil, lymphocyte, monocyte, eosinophil, and basophil. So the SWILAB Alpha Plus focus more on 3-part differential, which is granulocyte, lymphocytes, and mid cells. So next is the testing principle of SWILAB Alpha Plus. The SWILAB Alpha Plus uses electrical impedance, which is used to count red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelet. So the electrical impedance, where the blood sample will be entered into a diluted sample with mixed with diluent, and then the sample will pass through the aperture, which you can see here, will pass through an aperture and will plot a histogram out, giving an impulse, plotting an histogram. So when the cells pass through the aperture, and it will give red blood cell count, white blood cell count, and platelet count, which shows the histogram here. So different sizes, such as platelet, which has small sizes, it will be in front of the histogram here, and then red blood cell, and then the white blood cell, which includes lymphocyte, mid cells, and granulocytes. So next is the hemoglobin measurement that uses the photometric method, where it measures the hemoglobin with a wavelength of 535 nanometer wavelength. When the light shines through the solution buffer, which the blood cells is mixed with a diluent, and the more concentrated blood is in the buffer, the less refractive light will reflect through, and the photodiode will then absorb the results and release hemoglobin results. So the less light is absorbed from the photodiode means that the hemoglobin results is high. Okay. So SWILAB Alpha Plus has 4 different types of analyzer, which we have basic, which is a basic model which includes the shear valve technology, and a standard, which has an onboard mixer, which also is a benchtop mixer, and the cap, which has cap is a closed tube analyzer, which minimizes the risk of contaminated blood, and a sampler, which is an autoloader, which can load up to 20 samples and allows walk away. So introduce a bit of the SWILAB Alpha Plus, which the testing principle is electrical impedance for red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets, and photometric method for hemoglobin. So the test parameters, we have 22 test parameters, including red blood cells, MCV, hematocrit, platelet, and MPV, hemoglobin, MCH, MCHC, and red blood cells, and others, including this. And then we have sample volume, which requires open tube, is on basic standard cap and sampler, which allows open tube analysis, which requires 110 microliter, and closed tube at cap and sampler, which cap only, which requires 550 microliter, auto sampler, which requires 300 microliter, and the SWILAB Alpha Plus special function, which has a micropipette adapter, which are using a micropipette to collect tube and just plug into the analyzer, which requires 20 microliter. And the throughput of the SWILAB Alpha Plus is 60 samples per hour. Data storage is 50,000 patient data will be stored in the analyzer, and size and weight is this size, and the weight of the analyzer is 22 kg. So the linearity range of the SWILAB Alpha Plus is as shown, that white blood cells can detect as low as 0.2 and as high as 130, and red blood cell is as low as 0.3, as high as 7.0 times 10 to the power of 12, and hemoglobin is as low as 2.0 to 24.0 gram per deciliter, and lastly platelet is as low as 10 and as high as 1,800 times 10 to the power of 9 liter. Okay, so reagents needed for SWILAB Alpha Plus is two reagents with a control. The reagents required is the alpha diluent, which acts as a diluent to dilute blood and count cells, and the expiry is 36 months, estimated to be 3 years. Onboard stability is 3 months at room temperature, and packaging is 20 liter per box. And we also have lyse, which is the alpha lyse. Its function to lyse red blood cells and also to measure the hemoglobin. And expiry is same as the alpha diluent, which is estimated for 3 years. And onboard stability also 3 months at room temperature, and packaging is 10 liter per box. And lastly, we got the bowl control, which is the internal quality control, is to function as to verify the analyzer, and expiry is 3 months, and onboard stability is 14 days at cold storage. And we have 3 levels of the bowl control, which includes of level 1, level 2, and level 3. So next, we also has the bowl cleaning kit for maintenance. Expiry is also estimated to be 3 years at room temperature, and onboard stability is 6 months. Packaging including enzymatic cleaner, hypochlorite, detergent cleaner. So 3 of it is a cleaning kit. So optional, we have bowl calibrator is to calibrate the analyzer. Expiry is 3 months. Onboard stability is 5 days at cold storage. And then lastly, we have micropipette for the special function of the SWILAB Alpha Plus, which has the micropipette adapter to analyze a small volume of blood, which uses the micropipette to collect blood sample and to run under the micropipette adapter mode. And then expiry is 3 years, and packaging is 100 pieces per bottle. So why choose SWILAB Alpha Plus? So the SWILAB Alpha Plus using a shear valve technology, which allows the analyzer to have lesser maintenance, no need maintenance from user, and more accurate results. So with SWILAB's shear valve technology, it contains some unique user benefits, such as it produces extremely precise sampling, a more accurate results, and low maintenance, which user does not need to do daily maintenance. Okay, next is that the SWILAB Alpha Plus has 3 USB port that includes for barcode reader, RFID reader for the RFID reagent install the reagent to the analyzer, and it has also a touchscreen interface as well as LIS connection too. And then next is that the SWILAB Alpha Plus has an extended platelet counting, feature. If platelet is less than 50 times 10 to the power of 9 liter, it will then continue on with a extended platelet counting, which counts triplicate to produce a more accurate platelet count. So especially for patient with severe thrombocytopenia, that it will gives a more accurate count because it has a triplicate count for low platelet. And lastly, that the Celiac Alpha Plus supports micropipette mode, which is friendly for pediatric and elderly because it only requires 20 microliter. Where you can see here, it's a micropipette adapter, which requires the pipette to collect blood sample and just put into the analyzer, and the analyzer will then release results within a minute. So it is friendly, pediatric friendly, and also elderly friendly because a finger prick blood sample is required only. So get into the operation of SWILAB Alpha Plus. The SWILAB Alpha Plus has a graphical interface which is shown in a large 7-inch display in a landscape view, and also has the 800 to 480 pixel wide video graphic array screen, which is a screen, and then a modern icon based on the graphic user interface with a clean and uncultured design. So less icons are in the screen and easy for navigation for user, which is easy to use and easy on the eye, and no need to guess which one is which and which function would you need to press. So the graphic user interface, where I show you the results interpretation of the SWILAB Alpha Plus, it shows a full results view, which you have your results here. And then this one you can press either scale or graph, which I will show later. And this one you can press print or export to export the results out. So I will show you one of it, the scale. So the results is here, and the scale, which shows that if the results are in range or out of range. Here I will explain. The green bar shows like this. The green bar, if you can see, the green bar is showing results within normal ranges. If a red bar is shown, the results is out of range. If a single arrow is shown, which is low or high than reference ranges, which requires user to take note on, and also double arrow is a critical low or high value, which is known as flagging. And lastly, a purple bar, which is known to that results is out of visible bar range. Okay, so next one is the graph. This one shows numerical results, your patient results here, and then we show the histogram here. So you can see WBC histogram, red blood cell histogram, and platelet histogram. Okay, so the interpretation of histogram interpretation is of red blood cell. If it's left shift, means it moves to the left. It is known to be microcytic WBC. But if it's moved to the right side, it's a right shift, it is known to be macrocytic red blood cell. So if there is bump at the front and it is known to be possible large platelets or red blood cell fragments or platelet clumps. If it has a double peak in a histogram of red blood cell, means it's a dysmorphic red blood cells. So next is the white blood cell histogram interpretation. If this is a normal white blood cell histogram, where you can see these two peaks, and if it's at the left side, it's high, which means that there is high cell count in lymphocyte region, suggests to be a viral infection. And next is that the right side, which is high cell count in granulocytes region, is suggestive to have bacterial infection. So the left side high means viral infection, and then the right side high means bacterial infection. So you can see with histogram, you can understand what infection it is. So lastly is the platelet histogram interpretation. where this is the platelet histogram, where you can see bump behind, which is suggest to be possible large or giant platelet or platelet clumps or microtic red blood cells. And if there is a bump at front, means possible fragment, debris, or bacteria. If you have double peak on your platelet histogram, means it's a dysmorphic platelets, which the platelet is abnormal. So lastly is accuracy, that the SWILAB Alpha Plus is compared to the Sysmex XN series, which is a 5-part analyzer, is shown and also compared with Nihon Koden, which shows that the accuracy of the SWILAB Alpha Plus is really accurate with a R value of 0.95 for all parameters. And we have also did a lot of studies with the SWILAB Alpha Plus, also shows a very consistent accuracy, which is higher than 0.95. So lastly is the competitor, to compare with SWILAB Alpha Plus in the market. We compare with URED BH70P, which also uses electrical impedance, but the URED BH70P gives a 72 test per hour for throughput, but and SWILAB Alpha Cap gives a 30 test per hour, which is more faster. And the sampling method, where the URED BH70 gives open tube sampling, and our SWILAB Alpha Plus gives open and closed tube, which supports closed tube, minimize blood contact. And SWILAB Alpha Plus do not have a thermal printer built in, but you can also connect to a thermal printer with our USB port provided. So compared to DMI DH26, also uses a principle of electrical impedance. The throughput is lower than, of course, our SWILAB Alpha Plus Cap, but our SWILAB Alpha Plus Cap supports open and closed tube, especially closed tube, which minimize blood contact. And yeah. And then next is compare with Norma Icon 3, which has the same throughput as our SWILAB Alpha Plus Cap, and also supports open and closed tube. But SWILAB Alpha Plus has more advantage of larger storage of 50,000 data storage, and also support pre-dilute sample. Our SWILAB Alpha Plus support pre-dilute sample for those blood sample that are too concentrated. So next is the comparison with Horiba ABX Micro 60, where our SWILAB Alpha Plus has more storage compared to Horiba ABX Micro 60, where we also has more parameters, which has 22 parameter with SWILAB Alpha Plus can test. And lastly is the compare with Sysmex XP 300, where Sysmex only has open tube, but SWILAB Alpha Plus supports closed tube, which also minimize blood contact with user. And then we have, as known, that we don't have a thermal printer built in, but there will be USB ports for us to connect to the printer. Okay, so that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, boleh scan untuk attendance, and kalau ada feedback boleh scan for feedback tak? Miss Easter, um, so attendance ni for attendance saja ke Miss Easter? Or ada ECG sekali ke?
Oh, ini attendance untuk our company punya lah.
Okay. And feedback is?
Feedback is also for our side punya feedback for the whole presentation.
Okay, okay. Kalau yang ada nak query ke, nak beli ke, nak contact dekat mana?
Nanti kita boleh bagi salesperson punya contact info.
Okay, ada soalan ke? Boleh komen dekat chat. Okay, okay. Yang mana yang ada tu bolehlah scan attendance dulu. Untuk sijil, okay. So, sorry, Miss Easter, kita ada questions. Kejap ya. Sampling volume for one sample pretty large. From core Shuxian. So for sampling tu dia macam quite banyak lah di sudut tu. So dengar. Minister.
Sweetlab Alpha Plus sampling volume is quite large because they have the platelet extended counting, especially because but we have a special function for micropipette adapter, which is 20 microliter needed only.
Okay, untuk attendance scan tu, this is for the company punya record lah, boleh scan lah. And for our side punya sijil, kejap ya, saya minta feedback. Alright. Ada Kak Nana dah share dah dekat dalam kita punya chat, boleh klik dekat link tu lah. Okay, sijil kita akan prep dalam 14 days, kita akan send to email yang tuan-puan daftarkan dalam kita punya Google Form tu lah. Okay, ada lagi questions ke regarding the machine untuk Cik Esther? Okay, siapa nak contact ke apa ke? Okay, tak ada ya. Okay, terima kasih Kak Nana sebab tolong masukkan link. Okay, seterusnya. So Miss Esther, itu sahaja ke? Kalau ataupun ada apa-apa lagi yang Miss Esther nak sampaikan?
Ya, itu saja.
Okay, thank you Miss Esther.
Thank you.
So if okay, sorry, ada apa lagi tu? Itu je. Alamak. So ada question Miss Esther, if sekejap Okay, Miss Esther, sorry, ada questions. Okay, boleh briefly explain the machines. Macam mana yang kita boleh adapt dia towards POCT lah. Comparable to other machine yang kita ada dalam market.
Boleh ulangkan question lagi? Sorry ya.
Okay, ada yang minta briefly explain the machine a bit lah. Macam mana yang dia can help in the POCT punya care kan. So compare to machine-machine yang kita ada dekat market ni lah.
Okay, so Sweetlab Alpha Plus is known to be a POCT because there are the micropipette adapter and also is useful for especially for emergency department setting, small clinics and also other private clinics macam tu lah, a small environment because this analyzer tu 3-part but also shows to have the same results given as a 5-part analyzer. Because of this, it is categorized as a POCT because it has the micropipette adapter.
Okay, Miss Esther, can you show back the slide, the related slide with this explanation? Because ada yang miss lah tadi. So, yang minta kalau boleh nak tengok balik.
Okay. Inilah. Okay. Because Sweetlab Alpha Plus first ada itu micropipette adapter and also POCT kan dia less maintenance. So our Sweetlab Alpha Plus dia ada itu shear valve technology which also leads to low maintenance. So if kalau you have samples more than 100 per day, dia punya maintenance tu monthly saja, not daily maintenance. So it is considered a POCT.
Okay, monthly tu what kind of maintenance yang kita perlu buat?
Maintenance tu guna cleaning kit
Okay,
di
saja.
sini. Ya.
So tak QC tu still daily lah kan?
Ya, tak perlu daily. Just
Tak perlu daily
depends
QC.
on workload. Ya.
Depends on workload. So suggested workload tu?
Sorry?
So suggested workload for the QC?
QC tu daily QC.
Yeah, basically just daily QC jugalah. Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Alright, okay, tak apa. Okay, ada lagi soalan ke? So ada yang tanya, boleh jelaskan mengenai tidak perlu daily maintenance. Kenapa mesin ni tak perlu daily maintenance? Okay, macam tu.
Huh?
Hmm. Ada jawapan kan, Miss Sister?
Sorry.
Okay,
um,
okay.
okay, itu daily maintenance tak perlu kan?
Ah,
The
aha,
question is why tak perlu daily maintenance tu?
okay.
First of all, itu every sample running, dia akan run background check before dia run sample, and then because of the shear valve technology, tunggu ya, boleh tengok screen kan?
Boleh, boleh.
Okay. Because of this shear valve technology, dia ada which helps that the analyzer tak perlu daily maintenance, which reduces user to do maintenance daily lah.
Okay, okay, ada lagi. Kalau macam accidental clot tu macam mana? Dia boleh automatically cleanse ke ataupun kita kena buat cuci juga? Kalau ada macam
Uh,
blood clot kan?
yeah,
Hmm.
because kalau you tengok, I try tak dapat tengok. It's okay. Because kan every time you run sample, the machine requires you to press the back plate, which will run background check. Background check dulu before you run the sample. Kalau ada clotting, then they will show up the uh,
Ada background check
alert.
lah kan?
Ya, dia akan check dulu before run analysis, and then kalau dia ada clot or apa tu, then maybe itu maintenance mau buat lah. Tapi
So
because
actually,
the shear valve tu help to reduce maintenance, tak perlu daily maintenance macam tu.
tapi actually bila kita letak the machine at POCT punya side kan, dia
Hmm.
orang akan ada less concern about clotting yang happens in the tube before they run sample tu lah. Kita mungkin
Faham.
ajar dia orang, tapi dekat agensi they move very quickly and dia akan
Hmm.
terus cucuk saja. So that's going
Ya,
to be a concern lah kan.
faham.
Sekejap sorry. We are still looking. Tadi macam ada satu question lagi. Okay, sample untuk baby kata finger prick tu macam mana? For baby
Uh,
punya sample.
Okay. Finger prick sample, guna lancet finger prick sudah boleh ambil sampel. Guna itu microcapillary tube. Ambil 20 microliter dan simpan di dalam adapter ini, and then masuk balik analyzer. Dia akan release result within 1 minute lah.
Okay. Okay, oh sampler. Okay. Oh, okay, adapter. Okay, jelas ke? Su. Sorry, tak tahu pun ke cik ke? Jelas ke? Okay, kalau dah tak ada questions, okay, jap. Kita serah balik dekat Encik Raza kah? Untuk pesanan juru teknologi makmal. Okay.
Ya.
Okay, thank you Encik Easter. So far, uh, I I think clear lah. Quite a straightforward presentation. And I think okay. Legion. Alright. Okay, so far I think this is quite a straightforward punya presentation and agak jelas lah. So if anyone ada extra questions berkenan ke dengan mesin ni ke apa, saya rasa boleh direct contact tu lah. Ada diorang dah masukkan dekat dalam chat tu. Lee Jianian and then the contact number lah, sales rep from AMD Solution. Okay, saya rasa itu pun daripada side Chester Chong pun dah clear. Okay. Okay, Chester, any famous last word? Famous last word.
Last word lah. Thank you
Okay.
semua untuk join ini CME. Last word, I tak ada famous last word. Tapi thank you all.
Okay. Okay, kita ada pesanan. Okay, saya kena end this live, I think. So kita ada juga backup video yang kita akan upload ke YouTube. Dan sebelum Encik Raza, saya nak serah balik kat Encik Raza. Saya nak bantu promote sikit lah baju kan, baju yang kejap saya spotlight, replay spotlight. Okay, ini baju yang Kak Emma kita design for our KKJ TMP lah. So support lah sikit kan. Untuk kita boleh ini dengan panjang, saya collect dengan panjang lah. Okay, inilah macam ni. Oh, jangan ada orang minta saya catwalk. Tapi itulah saya tengah sakit lutut. So sorry lah, tapi nak catwalk hari ni saya tunjuk depan belakang je lah. Okay, yang belakang. Sorry. Okay, juruteknologi makmal perubatan. Powering ish diagnostics. Alright. Kalau smart boleh belilah. Boleh contact saleswoman kita dekat dalam kita punya group KKJTMP lah. So okay, saya serah balik kepada Encik Raza Fuan. Okay, minta maaf lah, ni first time saya cuba untuk jadi moderator lah, diberi cabaran dan saya pun tak kisahlah, kita try our best lah. Tapi yang saya suka santai-santai, minta maaf lah kalau ada yang tak suka yang santai-santai kan. Okay, terima kasih semua, minta maaf dan okay, see you next time. Saya serah balik pada Encik Raza Fuan lah. Okay. Alright.
Okay, terima kasih Wiranon. Di sini, hello. Okay, di sini saya ingin menyampaikan beberapa makluman, iaitu esok 25 hari bulan 6 kita ada satu lagi webinar yang akan disampaikan oleh Puan Nur Ashikin binti Abdul Hamid daripada Klinik Kesihatan Kuala Lumpur yang bertajuk Beyond Compliant Practice Guide to Chemical Registry Management. Dan satu lagi satu webinar lagi pada 29 hari bulan 6. Yang akan disampaikan oleh Encik Naresh Kumar Subramaniam daripada AMD Solution Sdn Bhd. Cik Esther boleh share boleh share slide tak dekat grup?
Boleh, boleh.
Okay. Dan satu lagi makluman, malam esok juga kita akan mengadakan majlis bacaan Yasin kepada muslimin muslimat yang berkelapangan, boleh mengikuti majlis bacaan Yasin ni. Dengan ini saya selaku Esko Modal Insan mengucapkan terima kasih kepada Beranon, Ibau dan Cik Esther Chong dengan maklumat yang diberikan sebentar tadi. Okay, dengan ini saya mengundur diri dari mengucapkan terima kasih semua. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okey, apa Wira? Anan.
Kod nak tengok gambar tu.
Nak tengok gambar. Yung tak ada
Yang terkeluar kot tadi rasa.
Yang terkeluar. Macam mana ambil gambar?
Christine ada, Christine. Ambil gambar Christine.
Kristi. Okey.
Christine ada, Christine.
Hello, ada.
Ambil gambar Christine.
Baik, sekejap ya.
Okey.
Terima kasih, Pak.
Oh, lupa promote tu baju ni sekali. Baju apa?
Yang ada tapi
Baju
suara
korporat.
double.
Tahu baju korporat. Next esok pula promote.
Esok
Baju
dia
korporat
Okay,
masih
ready,
boleh
guys.
tempat
Boleh ke
di by
Christine?
batch.
Okay.
Boleh. Sekejap ya. Thank you. Terima kasih semua.
Yung ada nak cakap apa-apa ya?
Tak ada. Hello? Dah, semua dah kan? Sorry tau, you dengar double suara. So, saya tak tahu mana satu yang real, mana satu yang dekat YouTube. Okay. Sorry lah hari ni. Thank you Puan Esther daripada AMD. Dan terima kasih jugalah kerana menyokong kita punya program lah. Minggu AMD.
Okay, kita jumpa besok 2:30. Okay, terima kasih.
Okey, habis dah kot. Okey, terima kasih semua. Bye. See you again. See you again. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Besok
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
See you, Cik Esther.
Saya end live ya.
Okay.
Lupa dah tak jadi host.
Thank you juga Anon.
Thank you semua.